Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If your company is planning to export snacks or packaged food products to Indonesia, this video is especially for you. Indonesia is home to the world's largest Muslim population. That's why Halal certification is not optional, it's mandatory for all food and beverages products sold in the country. And here's the key point. Starting October 17, 2026, imported snacks, drinks, and processed foods cannot legally enter Indonesia without Halal certification. So, what does this deadline mean for your business? Let's break it down. Getting Halal certification in Indonesia is not just about following the law. It gives your product consumer trust, market access, and brand value. All types of food businesses must be certified, from restaurant and catering services to packaged snacks and drinks. For imported products like chips, cookies, or beverages, the same rule applies. They must be Halal certified before they can be sold in the Indonesia market. There is also a final deadline for domestic food and beverages. Halal certification became mandatory starting from October 17, 2024. For imported food and beverages, the law gives more time, but no longer than October 17, 2026. After that date, no imported snacks, drinks, or processed foods can enter Indonesia without Halal certification. And just to clarify, not every product is required to be Halal. Items like pork, alcohol, which are considered non-Halal, are still allowed to be sold in Indonesia. However, they must be clearly labeled as non-Halal so consumers are not misled. The Halal certification process in Indonesia is quite structured and usually goes through 5 main steps. First, preparation. Your company needs to appoint a Halal supervisor and prepare the required documents. Second, application. All submissions are done online through the Halal system. Third, audit. A Halal inspection body will check your materials, ingredients, and production facilities. Fourth, decision. The Indonesia Ulama Council, or MUI, review the results and issues a Halal ruling. And finally, the fifth step is certification. BPJPH, the Indonesian Halal Authority, will issue your official Halal certification and logo. For most companies, this whole process can be completed within a few weeks, depending on how well prepared your documents are. Getting certificate is not the end of the journey. In fact, it's just the beginning of your responsibility as a business. Once your product is Halal certified, you need to maintain that status every day. That means maintaining Halal standards in production and distribution. Your factory, your warehouse, and supply chain must always keep Halal and non-Halal products separate. Renewing your certificate when things change. If you update your recipe, switch suppliers, or change your production process. You cannot assume the old Halal certificate is still valid. Internal Halal audits. At least once a year, your company must carry out an internal Halal audits to check that all procedures are still in line with the rules. So, to sum up, Halal certification in Indonesia is mandatory, but it's also powerful business advantage. It gives you access to one of the biggest food markets in Southeast Asia. and it builds consumer trust. If your company is planning to export food or snacks products to Indonesia, start preparing early for the Halal certification process. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your colleagues who are planning to enter the Indonesian market.